In the news out today, South African retailer Woolworths has returned to Nigeria, entered into a multi-million-dollar strategic joint venture with Chellarams plc. This will result in the establishment of 3 Woolworths stores in Nigeria. Let's find out more from John Fraser, head of franchises at Woolworths. John, thanks so much for your time. Tell us about your decision to return to Nigeria, this time with the JV with Chellarams plc.
Well, I think Nigeria is an extremely lucrative market. It's always a country that we've wanted to operate in. We were there previously in 2002 to 2004. We operated as a franchise at that stage. And the government changed legislation, so they banned the importation of apparel and clothing. Fortunately, that restriction has now been lifted, so we're delighted today to sign a joint venture with Chellarams plc. It's very exciting, and we plan to open 3 stores before Christmas, 2 in Lagos and 1 in Enugu.
The strategic value of partnering with Chellarams, what do they offer Woolworths, which is quite a dynamic brand? And then secondly, why go the JV route and not the franchise route this time around?
I think effectively, as Woolworths, we believe that our expertise is in providing the right merchandise for the customers in Nigeria. So a full range of quality, discerning clothing, homeware and beauty products for our customers. And we want to focus on the retail side of the business. Chellarams was our franchisee before. We know them very, very well. There's a strong alignment of the values between Woolworths and Chellarams. And they'll be providing us the local knowledge we need to really understand the customers, what are their requirements, understand pricing of products, but also they provide a lot of expertise around supply chain, importation of product into the country, and obviously helping us build the careers and hire the people who are going to be working in our stores.
Obviously, Woolworths has significant brand traction in Southern Africa. It's known as a middle market retailer. Some even see it as a high-end retailer, sort of a Marks and Spencer's in Africa. So, you're targeting the middle class and the affluent classes. There's lots of those in Nigeria. I know it. I've interacted with them. But the extent to which they are drawn to your brand, what are the initial indications?
I think we've had very, very positive feedback so far from the people that we've actually engaged with. I think sometimes there is some confusion because a lot of Nigerians travel to the UK and they get confused with Woolworths that used to operate in the UK. But very clearly, once people start to see the brand, they start to see the product, I think they will be attracted to it, and I think we're going to be very successful in Nigeria.
For many retailers, the big challenge entering the Pan-African space in general is bureaucracy and also logistics. Let's focus on the logistics issues in Nigeria. Are you importing a lot of the clothes? How are you going to do that in the midst of a naira that's faced a little bit of volatility recently? It might just be a temporal issue, but it's definitely something to consider in terms of affordability.
Yeah, I think we do, because we're running effectively a clothing, general merchandise and beauty business here. A lot of the items we obviously are importing from South Africa. I think we've had a lot of discussions with people in the customs department, in the inspection areas. We've got a full understanding of their requirements. I think their requirements are very, very reasonable. We understand what we need to do to produce the right invoicing, the right descriptions of the products, making sure that the prices are clear. So in fact, I had a meeting with one of the inspection agencies this morning, and I think they've been extremely supportive, so I don't see any challenges there. I think you're right, changes in the currency always represent a risk because we want to land products in the country at the best prices for the consumers. So obviously if the currency devalues, items become more expensive to import. But we're taking a long-term investment decision here in Nigeria. We believe that it's a great market. There's a very large population. There's urbanisation with the middle class moving into the towns. There's an increasing number of shopping centres being built. So effectively, we can overlook short-term fluctuations in the currency. We're making a long-term investment decision here.
What does the Woolworths in Nigeria look like? Is it, are you going to continue with the sort of the branding, the signage, the messaging we see in other markets? Are we going to be looking at that sleek black and grey that we see in South Africa? Are you going to be introducing some of the niche brands like the country roads we see in South Africa into the Nigerian market?
I think initially, you know, the Woolworths stores in Nigeria will look exactly the same as the Woolworths stores in South Africa and the other African countries in which we trade. It's very important to us that we present the same brand image to our customers, and we know that that will be positively received. There's no plans initially to offer some of the country road products. We've got a very comprehensive range within Woolworths itself, and we believe that caters for all customers, be it the ladies, menswear, children's wear, and really across all the price tiers.
And finally, obviously, we looked at your fiscal earnings for this year, and things are looking a lot better for Woolworths. You've really recovered from the double whammy of the credit crisis and inflation and recession and those kinds of things. But many people say, you know, when you start moving into markets like Nigeria, you can't expect stellar returns and profits instantaneously. You're probably going to lose money in the expansion before you make money. Is that a concern for you?
I think, no, it's not a concern for us. We're making a long-term investment decision here. And in fact, our stores, we've got over 50 stores in Africa at the moment across 13 countries. Most of those stores on a like-for-like basis are doing double-digit sales growth. So in fact, we actually find that we get a very reasonable, in fact, good return from our African operation at the moment. And whilst obviously there's a lot of establishment costs, we do believe that we're going to earn a good internal rate of return on our investment in Nigeria.